Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. In the previous episode, we finished up the 2029-2030 regular season. And in the last episode, I didn't check out the stats, and I want to go ahead and see how we finished. It's been a few days since I've recorded, so I forget a few things. How did we do? We didn't win the President's Trophy. Even though we had an off season, we were still second in the league. Obviously, Toronto, 111 points, is pretty good. But our usual years are like 60 wins. That's what I'm used to. Right? And I think a big point of that was to the fact that we didn't lose a lot, or we didn't force games into extra time. And I don't know what method I could follow to get more OT points, more extra time points, but we were a good team. I did stress out a lot during those last two episodes. I mean, our goals per game were 4, right on the dot, which is quite impressive. Our goals against 313. That's not great. 31 power play percentage is fantastic. I mean, to start the season, it was 37%. You're shooting at an incredible pace on the power play. Penalty kill? You know, we had a terrible penalty kill to start the year. Almost the complete opposite of our power play. But as the season moved along, I traded for some pieces, and it helped out on that end. The defensive aspect. So I'm hoping those guys can come in and help shape our bottom six into a more defensive role. And I don't know what to do at this point. We have our young guys that I have to play. I don't want to go out and be trading for veterans year in, year out. I have my young guys, and I have my older guys. And of course, the old guy, 27 years of age, Jeffrey Woodworth, the captain. Oh, captain, my captain, leads the team for his 3rd straight year, 3 years as captain. Maybe another MVP trophy in the near future for Jeffrey frickin' Woodworth. 41 goals, 60 assists. Hell yes. 35 power play points. That's a dip. Usually he has around 40 power play points a year. Yeah, look at that. I mean, we do double shift him. But that might have something to do with it. It was a down year for us. I mean, he did miss 2 games, but that's... Goaltending really hurt us off the bat this season. Kavanov was Krapanov. See the joke I just made there? Because it's true. Goaltending hurt us. Like, years past. Askarov, terrible. Tukarask, terrible. Eric Comrie, terrible. DiPietro, terrible. I don't know what it is with goaltending in this game. But goalies, there's no rhyme or reason why they play well. You have a 78 overall goaltender playing better hockey than a 90 overall. That doesn't make sense. But for forwards and defensemen, if they're 90 overall, they play great. I don't understand this game. But we make it into the postseason. How did this team shape up after 82 games? Obviously, Woodworth leading this team. Monday Night Raw, 96 points, over a point per game, especially after missing those few games last season. It's not a 100-point season, but 96 points is nothing to be sad about at all. 26 years of age, I'm sure his contract is coming up soon. 4 years. Rutro Reggie. Obvious. Oh, we got a tie here. 96 points, our top line. Almost 300 combined points. That is incredible. Wow. We have a good forward group. Our top 2 lines are incredible. That's just the truth. That we have one of the best first lines in all of hockey here in 2030. I don't think there's a question about it. You got the Edmonton Oilers, Shane Wright, Connor McDavid. Screw them. We got the team. We have the first line, and I think our depth is pretty good this year. So let's check it out. Dubois, our second-line center, another 80-point campaign for the longtime Columbus Blue Jacket. He's a stud. Absolute stud. Almost 1,000 points in his career. You can't be upset with that at all. Jimmy Fallon, yep, that's his nickname now. 89 overall. There is something I'm going to have to talk... I mean, I did talk about it in the last episode, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it this episode. I think right now is the best time to do it. He's making 10.3. I don't plan on trading him. He was our draft pick 4 seasons ago? Really, it's already been that long. Wow. Congratulations. As you see here, it says he's a two-way forward. I mean, he has good physical stats. He has good defensive stats. His defensive awareness, I think, makes it seem like he's a good defensive player, and he's not that bad of a defensive player. He's +8. I mean, how are his takeaways and giveaways? He had more takeaways than giveaways. That's a pretty good player right there. But I think this guy is more of a playmaker. You see his shooting stats. You see his puck skills. It looks like he's more of an offensive weapon than another two-way forward. I mean, I think if we go ahead and change him to a playmaker, I think I could swap between playmaker and sniper for him. But if we do that, maybe he'll produce more points. That is the hope. Now, after Fallon, Big Texas, 63 points. I mean, it's a dip for him. I mean, it's not that big of a dip, but playing on the third line, getting 63 points is incredible. I mean, that's his usual point mark for the season. 60 plus is what I want to see out of my third line center. Obviously, how long do we have him signed up for? Another 8 years, 4.7. This guy is a stud. Are you kidding me? Philip Zadina, who is the question at the end of this season, 5.4. He's going to make more than that in free agency. I don't know if I'll be able to bring him back. Obviously, we did sign Savoie to that $13 million extension. Ugh, that's a lot of money to say. That hurts my heart hearing that. I mean, obviously getting Savoie back is awesome. But it's going to make it tougher to sign depth players. Speaking of depth players, Chris Tierney, who he brought over this past trade deadline, he came over from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Screw the Tampa Bay Lightning. 9 points, 32 games. I think he did help out defensively. I mean, his -2. He was on a better pace there in Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay's also not looking that good anymore. But his takeaway and giveaway, I mean, for the time he had on this team, he wasn't that bad. Of course, the players he was playing with down there on the bottom line weren't great. Vincent Trocheck, who came over and had a pretty solid season for us here in Colombo. I mean, his takeaway giveaway ratio isn't the best, but his plus-minus really helped out. He's a good two-way forward to help out that depth, and that's all I'm hoping for. We're not going to be able to bring either of those guys back. They want ridiculous money, so that's a problem. Robinson Soy, who is injured, who will miss a few games to start the playoffs here, is a question. Obviously, we have him on a ridiculously good contract, but he is not progressing in the slightest. That is a question for another time. But right now is not that time. I mean, Clint Reed, not a terrible season. I think this is his sophomore season? Yeah. Not a terrible season there on the fourth and third line. I'm not too upset with that. Hopefully he comes out in the playoffs. Has a good round, or maybe 4 and maybe a Stanley Cup. Maybe. Maxime Labrie, 20 points. No. Joey Anderson, who was the fill-in player for us. Defenseman, Stu Cam, 67 points. What a stud. Franchise defenseman. You can't touch this guy. He's best defenseman in Columbus Blue Jackets history. You heard it here. You heard it here first, ladies and gents. McAvoy, Gerard, Merkley, who's probably going to be gone at the end of the season, because he's probably going to want ridiculous money because he had a decent season. Winquist, not terrible. Jarvinen, who is currently hurt. Wow, we have 2 injuries going into the playoffs. I kind of forgot that. Great. Goaltending, how did it turn out? Askarov. After we benched him there for around a month, CC came in and he was a pretty good spot starter for us. He really turned it around. We were under 500 for over a month. He comes in, he cleans up. Kavanov started to get his confidence back. He was a Vezina winner last year, but I'm hoping for better things than last postseason. You know, we got swept, and if we get swept again, I'm blowing up this team. Absolutely blowing it up. So, who led the league in points? Elias Pettersson, 114. Incredible goals. Obviously, Eddie Oguchi, 70 goals. No question about it. 74 assists for Elias Pettersson. Crazy defenseman. Pretty sure it's going to be Eric Brandstrom. But I think Stucam might get the Norris. You see, there's a closer gap in points. It's only a 7-point difference, right? And the plus minus is huge in this game, determining the Norris winner. So that's going to be huge. I'm hoping Stucam wins his first ever Norris Trophy. That would be big. That would be huge. So hopefully he goes out and wins that. Rookie skaters who led the league. Jacques Giroux. Cool. It's starting to get to that point in the GM, or not GM mode, franchise mode, where everybody is computer generated, and that's gonna be weird, you know. As long as Jeffrey Woodworth doesn't retire. Goalies who led by goalies. It looks like Kavanov with the most wins, so a low season for goalies. Caden Primo is taking home that Vezina. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? 918 save percentage? Under a 2.5 goals against average? Yeah, he's taking it home. No questions asked. But this is not what you came here to see. You came here to see the first round of the 2030 Stanley Cup playoffs. And yet again, we will be facing the New Jersey Devils. So what are they looking like? They're still looking like a damn good team. A scary team, nonetheless. Kamel, Brassard, and Nico Hischier. Nico Hischier is the old guy on this team now, which is crazy to say. Jack Hughes, Beniers, and Andreas Janssen. Yeah, incredible top 2 lines. That's going to be a hard matchup there. I mean, I think we have the better depth. I mean, when you have Jesper Bratt at 87 overall on your third line, you must have a good team. George Chevier, Peter Reynolds, Cliff Poo, John Hayden, and Maloney. That's a decent bottom 6. Schroeder, Ty Smith, oh god, I can't say that. Komotov, Muller, Malosh, and Severson. Not a bad defensive unit. I mean, their top pairing's pretty good. Schroeder is quite fantastic. Muller, but I would say we have the better defense as well. Goaltending. Oh, do they have any injuries? McNiven is their starting goaltender, so please. Kavanov, I'm asking you to be a league average goalie. That's all I'm asking from you, man. All I'm asking from you. But before we get into playoffs, I'm going to go ahead and switch Fallon to... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, fat thumbs. I want to switch Fallon to a... Do I switch him to a sniper? I mean, his stats say... I mean, when you have a wrist shot accuracy like that, right? Or should I just go with playmaker? I think I'm just going to go with playmaker. Just to be sure. Maybe we can test out next season with sniper and see how he does with that. Fallon, I'm hoping for big things from him this postseason. Number 88. He's got to go out there. $10.3 million? You're being paid more than Jeffrey freaking Woodworth. Go out there and be a stud. That's all I'm asking for. That's a lot to ask for in this game, really. Okay. First round. First game here. Obviously, we have home ice. Here we go. They went 43, 30, and 9, so they're not the best of regular season teams, but they have their weapons. Be careful, Columbus. Here on home ice. Game number 1. Here we go. First period. 1-0. Monday Night Raw on the power play against McNiven. Second period. 2-1. Clint Reed scores for us to make it 2-0, but Maloney will cut the lead in half. Third period. Here we go. Columbus up by 2 now. Philip Zadina. There we go. 2-goal lead. Kavanaugh. No, Jesus. I say your name and you blow it again. Come on. Come, shut it the hell down. I'll punch you and everyone you know in the throat. You hear me? Shut it down. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kavanaugh. Again? Again. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Overtime. Oh, I want to hit something. Oh, are you kidding me, Kavanaugh? Do I have to pull you in game 1? Are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus. We had the win on lock, and he blows a 2-goal lead. This goalie can't get it done. Jarvinen is fully healed. I'm going to get him back in the lineup. Okay. Jarvinen, okay, Jarvinen will come in for Reinhardt. There we go. That's a winning pairing. But I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Just spread the wealth out. Kavanaugh, you absolute tool. You absolute tool. I hate you. I hate your guts. If you do not get it together, I will destroy you. Okay, I'll go with that. That works for me. Now, game number 2. If we go down 2-0, I will throw my PS4 out a window. Cause what else am I supposed to do? This is a good team. Prove it. Cool. You have the early 1-goal lead and you blow it, Kavanaugh. Second period. 3-2. You know we have another 3-2 lead. What is he going to do with that? Probably blow it. Probably throw it into the sun. Fallon gets the power play goal. That's what I'm talking about. Third period. Power play early for them, but they can't capitalize. Oh my God. 15 minutes is going to feel like a long time. Come on. Get the 2-goal lead. That isn't even enough for us. Come on. Shut it down. Please. Please. No power play for them. I don't like that. Very long power play. I don't like that. Oh, and we get the game 2 victory. Oh, I don't think my voice could go any higher than that. Askarov having an okay game. I don't trust him at all. Krebushov has been injured in the AHL. That sucks. Head coach replaces player. I'm not worried about the AHL right now. I know that we have a good AHL team. I'm not worried, okay? Jaden Foster is injured. We're losing a lot of players there in the AHL right now, but I'm not worried, okay? Game number 3. Come on, let's take the lead here at the Prudential Center. I said it right this time. First period, 2-1. They have the advantage. Peyton Reynolds and Janssen. Savoie cuts the lead in half. Second period, 3-2. We have the advantage. Monday Night Raw and Joey Anderson, the unlikely hero. 3-2. We have the lead here in the third period. Early power play for the New Jersey Devils, and they tie it up just like that. I said Askarov. Oh, God, Kavanaugh. They're both the same goaltender. None of them can get it. There we go. Fallon. What a stud. What a stud. Boom. Samuel Girard gets the 2-goal lead, and it looks like we will take game number 3. Impressive performance from the boys. Fallon quietly having a very good postseason. I would like I'm not gonna say anything. I will not say anything, okay? That seems like a bad idea. Wait, did my AHL team make the playoffs? Did they not? Really? Well, what? Well, damn. Game number 4. I'm not worried about the AHL right now. I don't care. I care about one thing, and that's Lord Stanley Cup. We have the 1-goal lead, game 4. Charlie McAvoy, that's what I'm talking about. Second period. That's what I'm talking about. Jeffrey Woodworth, his first of the postseason, I believe. Matthew Savoie and Ryan Merkley top it up. It's 4-0 heading into the third. Don't give them an ounce of any courage, any positivity. Beniers scores for them. We have a 4-goal lead. Stu Cam scores. And it's 5-1. Jeffrey Woodworth pots his second on the evening. Complete that. No, he doesn't complete the hat trick, but it's 7-1. Ladies and gents, and a very, very strong game number 4 from the boys in purple. Purple? Is it purple? Or is it like bluish? I don't know. Oh, I do have to switch Jarvinen up. I do not want him to get mad at me. Because I do love my boy Jarvinen. So I'm going to throw Jarvinen. I'm going to throw Lindquist. I'll do that. Oh, I love my boy. I love my boy Jarvinen. Future captain on this team? Nobody knows. So, we have a chance to head towards the second round. Soy is fully healed, and obviously, I'm going to get him back into the lineup. I mean, terrible regular season. But he's a young guy, and I'd rather have an 83 overall in the lineup than... Hold on, can I fix this up? Do that. That works for me. I like that. Okay. Game number 5. A chance to head towards the second round. We weren't able to do it last year because we got swept. Here we go. First period. 2-1. Fallon and Monday Night Raw. Fallon, I think that's his fourth goal of the postseason on the power play to top things off. 2-1. Second period. 4-2. Hayden scores for them, but Jeffrey Woodworth and the rental in Chris Tierney tops it up. 2-goal lead, headed into the third. Kavanaugh, for the love of God, get it together, man. It's been you. It's been the goaltenders. Do I have to slap you and every... Come on! Please, no! Columbus, please don't do this to me again. Every time. Oh my God, are you kidding me, Matthew Savoie? Kavanaugh blows it, but Matthew Savoie avoids overtime with a late Game 5 game-winning goal. And we are headed to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And that is, I don't know how more clutch you can get than that. Matthew Savoie, that is why I am paying you $13 million. I appreciate the effort. Who will we be taking on in the second round? Longtime rivals in the Washington Capitals decide to rear their ugly faces yet again. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.